Hello everyone, good evening, and welcome to the Sportiest stream. Hopefully you all are doing well out there. We've got a doubleheader of matches tonight from the Cross Progression League. We're back on stream once again. We've joined them for Season 1, and tonight's a pretty fun one. Starting off in their third division with Mach 10, taking on Krusty Crew Gaming Team 7. And we're moving on for a Division 2 matchup. Tenax Premier and Evolve Storm in that one. The one constant between all these teams, all four of the teams playing tonight are currently undefeated. But that's gonna change. That's gonna change one way or another. Our first match, Mach 10, the Mach 10 organization who has been in the stream so often in the past. A very different team than what we're used to. Usually we're used to them with their teams up at that GC2, GC3 level. This team, this is their Champ 2, Champ 3 level team in Mach 10. The other side again, KCG Team 7. We're gonna get to know these players relatively well, but for now, here's our upcoming match. Mach 10 has already played twice this season, and they obviously won both their matches. Although that first win was a sweep over Variety Chunker Wilkers, who themselves, I believe, are forfeited out of the season already. Their second was against the Krakens, who are currently 0-2, owing a week 1 loss to KCG Team 7, their only win so far. The second week for them was their bye week. So they've come off a week off here for KCG Team 7. You only get 2 of those per season in this division. Mach 10s are week 4 in that +1 match. They're actually one of the few teams that don't have a +1 match. Whereas for KCG Team 7, they do. Although again, it's against Variety Chunker Wonkers, who themselves again forfeited out of the season. So we've got a great array of matches coming up here. Again, later tonight, again, we're gonna get to see Tenax Premier, who are our ATS RLSS Champions Cup 2 champions. They're the winners of that tournament, looking to stay confident as they take on Evolve Storm. And we'll see how that match goes. Again, that is a Division 2 matchup. That's GC1, GC2. So we've got some great matchups here for tonight. But all of you watching, to get involved, get yourself on that prediction poll. Big deal. A big ask, I know, but a lot of people want to get those votes for their teams. This is your time to do it. Again, you got 2 chances tonight, though, which is, again, rare. We usually only have 1 match per night. This night, though, we got a doubleheader, which is nice. We haven't had one of these in a very long time, which is surprising since the stream probably is known for just how many matches we can have on one night. We haven't done this again since that. We haven't had a doubleheader of matches on any one night for a while on this stream. The last time we did, as I'm checking, was back on August 15th, so almost a month ago. We've been gone for a while. We've been, trying to get slowly back into the swing of things, and now we are. So this is going to be a great match. Again, Mach 10 taking on KCG Team 7. KCG, part of Krusty Crew Gaming. Very nice that we got a good selection of just a ton of different players and a ton of different orgs in this one. As again, we'll get things sorted out here. As we, again, are just waiting on a few more messages, a little bit more confirmation on what's going to happen here. As again, we are just waiting on updates. As soon as we get it, we'll get things sorted out in just a moment. Again, these are, I haven't even mentioned, these are all best of 5s as well tonight. So we already got KSG in there. You got Gabe, 2345, Who's Your Mama, and Venomous Monkey in the match. That is part of the KCG side for Mach 10, Wiz, Zeo Nation. And we should be getting their third in as well. in Techie. There he is. Techie's just joined, so we can get this match underway here. Our first best of 5 night. Again, we've got 2 matches, a doubleheader evening, part of the Cross Progression League, so shout out to them for getting us a good amount of matches here with some very fun competition. But we've got Mach 10, we've got Krusty Crew Gaming Team 7. As here we go. In we go now. Of course, I accidentally typed in shoutout. I'm tired, guys. It's been a long week, but you guys get to relax. I get to relax too. Maybe a little too much. I should probably be typing in good luck instead of shoutout in the chats. But shoutouts to all of you who are watching here. We've got our best of 5s in the way. Mach 10s in the blue, who have swept all their opponents so far this season. KC Team 7 with a 3-1 win in Week 1 and a bye in Week 2. No matches played there. Every team plays 5 matches in this 6-week season. ACG Team 7 looking to be the first, but Mach 10 holding on an immense amount of pressure. Whiz with goal 1, less than 30 seconds in. Mach 10 proving that those 2 sweeps they had earlier this season may not be much of a fluke. And so far, the 2 teams they've gone up against are both teams that have failed to win yet this season. I think a lot of people could compare Mach 10's run to maybe being a cupcake run, but they're proving that it's very different than that, although off the kickoff, KCG nearly got it back as we got a little Rule 1 down there. We see a little broken Rule 1 by Techie. We'll see if that comes back to haunt Mach 10, but looking to keep the 3v3 action going. They do not want to take their chances on a 2v2, and for good reason. I mean, they're holding in so much good pressure. They're rotating really well. And yet again, Gwiz will be the one to score here. Mach 10 coming in as the favorites, and I think they might be doing even better at doing that at the start of this series. And as part of Division 3, for those of you who don't know, Cross Progression League is made of 4 divisions. This is their Champ 3, Champ 2, Champ 2, Champ 3 division. The last division is their Champ 1 and below division. That's their Tier 4. Tier 2, which we'll be seeing later tonight, GC 1, GC 2. And of course, then there's Tier 1, which we haven't seen yet. That's their GC 3 and up division. That's their highest division this season. As right now, Mach 10 trying to get that ball out. Zeo Nation. Good back in by Gabe as Techie now. Mach 10. What I love about this team is just how fast they respond to each other. Not doing anything impressive, just all about reading the ball, reading each other's touches, and letting the play continue, and just, again, keeping up a good pace. That team connection really is what is allowing Mach 10 to not only be the better team this game, but control this game in many of its aspects. As Gwiz there, oh, he ran into his own teammate. Mach 10 will look to get this one out as Techie and Gwiz both working together. As Techie dunked out by Who's Your Mama. Zeo Nation saved away by Gabe as 2 of the Mach 10 players upfield. But in comes Gwiz, that shot not made. And Mach 10 will go back to defense. You have to go back a pretty good amount as well. Because Zeo Nation demos out one, open nets, and Gwiz has it. Mach 10 walked into defense, or walked into offense really, and they took over. KCG Team 7, far too slow to respond. And it's Mach 10 who have a 3-goal lead. Venomous Monkey. Fizz missed on it completely. Still Venomous Monkey. Techie on the block, but Mach 10 waiting in the midfield. They've got to get that ball out. They want to keep that shot up for as long as possible. Give KCG no hope of return. We're over halfway through now. Mach 10 still not done with the offense. It's Gwiz left midfield, but it's going to be Gabe with the outplay. Faking it is Gabe. Still Gabe. Faking it again, but Mach 10 quick to attack. They'll have to play in the midfield though. Beat on it. Who's Your Mama with goal 1 for KCG Team 7. And they're right back in it. Venomous Monkey, who left it midfield, and for Gwiz just far too slow up that back post. Not playing fast enough for his own liking. As KCG upfield again, Gabe, Techie gets the clear out. Mach 10 Still with it is Mach 10. Ball just kind of left in that back corner. HG Team 7. What's going to work for them this series is going to be that element of surprise. Mach 10 is going to bully you. I mean, that's already been shown. They're going to do that. ACG need to find a way to attack quick, a way to attack without recognition. Other attack just bouncing off of Mach 10's armor. And are going absolutely nowhere. Venomous Monkey. Zeo Nation waiting on the back wall, and Mach 10 once again just playing the midfield. Again, an org that's so known for their high-level competition. I don't think people have really noticed that they've got a good amount of high teams at this Champ 2 champ. They've got a team at this Champ 2 level that is worthy of being shown. In fact, they're trying to do it here. I mean, Mach 10. In fact, the Mach 10 Academy team, the last version of a Champ 2, Champ 3 roster from this org, was a team that was meant to be in that Champions Cup, but of course missed out just due to a team issue of getting players available. They eventually gave up their spot. I believe that one, though, went to the End-to-End Visionaries, actually, who themselves actually made a top 8 finish in that tournament. It's Mach 10 still searching. Zeo Nation, that's a great shot, and it won't be kept out either. Mach 10 had another, and game 1 has been going just about as well as you would expect it to from a Mach 10 fan. HG Team 7 not moving fast enough, not able to handle the Mach 10 aggression. And 30 seconds to go. I mean, this game has already been determined, but Mach 10 want another. Faked on it! Oh my, Techie! Techie Mechie puts it under last defender. The fake under Gabe gets the dunk on it too. And Mach 10 are back in business as if they haven't been already. KCG looking for an answer, but off the kickoff, nothing made. They're still trying, still looking for openings and opportunities, but the ball's just not falling for them. Mach 10, far too scary, far too good at responding to each other's plays, and far too fast for KCG to handle. Game 1 quite clearly is theirs, and they're looking to go for what would be their third sweep of the season. They're off to a great start, as they're keeping the ball airborne. Will eventually hit the ground. Mach 10 in the lead early. With game 1 smashing 11 shots to 7, it really isn't that big of a difference, but Mach 10's aggression, their field control, they didn't have a ton of control of the midfield. It was very even in the midfield, but when Mach 10's on offense, they're unbeatable. Seriously, they're fast on offense. It's going to be a very big question if KCG Team 7 can handle them. Because right now, they do not have control over the game. And it's Mach 10 who are in control. We move to game 2. Anything different happen? Mach 10 once again on offense, and already you can tell Zeo Nation looking for first goal. Left it for Techie, and now comes in Gwiz. That one, passed back. Mach 10 starting to put KCG in the spin cycle. Another play in front. No shot on the end of it from Gwiz. Zeo Nation already waiting back. Demoed out by Gabe, 23-45. Mach 10 still the team on aggression. Techie. Gwiz already up. Looking for 2 touches, but ran out of boost partway there. KCG will attack. And Zeo Nation facing the wrong direction. Be thankful that he's got teammates behind him, as now he'll go for the clear. Mach 10 get the redirect on it too. More time for KCG Team 7 to have to worry about getting the ball out. They have to worry about their nets. Gwiz saved by Gabe. And Mach 10 waiting in the midfield still. Techie To the back wall. Gwiz already up. And that's a free shot, but it's hit the post. And Mach 10 will go again from the left side wall. Techie looking for a flip reset, but not even close. Mach 10 will just go for a little bit more of a standard shot-on-shot gameplay. As Gwiz tried to trap it, you could see that he was looking to pinch that back midfield. I mean, no one from KCG was even up for it. That should tell you just how much respect they have from what Mach 10 can do up there. Unfortunately, they wait like that, they're going to get scored on. As Mach 10 to the back corner, Techie will follow through. And right now, they're just playing for control as Gwiz, clear angle, saved by Hoosier Mama. As Techie now, dunked by Venomous Monkey, Zeo Nation, top left corner, and Mach 10 will find the first. Over and over again, they just throw that ball at the net. It's as if they have infinite boost, they never seem to run out. ACG Team 7 overwhelmed. Mach 10 quite clearly are in control, are in the driver's seat. You can't ask for a much more in control team than Mach 10 right now. I mean, the amount of teamplay, the amount of teamwork they have, the amount of creativity this team seems to find, it's unbelievable. At Champ 2, Champ 3 level, it's tough to see teams work this well. But, I mean, Rocket League itself is a game, that skill ceiling being raised even more, even at the lower ranks it's being raised. Teams like Mach 10, there's teams out there like them that are able to find that control as that ball pinched all the way back. Mach 10 will recover. Although more offense sure to come. Gabe. Zeo Nation. Techie not willing to jump for this. It's a good shot from Gabe, but a bit too low. Mach 10 looking to handle business, but they've got to be careful here. Shots coming in from KCG Team 7. They'll get rid of the play, but it's KCG who are on attack as Zeo Nation. Gwiz always missed his chance, and that net's wide open. Hoosier Mama, back wall, second touch not made. That was an open net and a chance that KCG would love to have back. Still only down by one, and with a lot of time left, and looking yet again, cleared away, bumped out his Techie. Mach 10 waiting in the midfield, saved by Zeo Nation off his own back foot. And Mach 10 right now, feeling the heat, only up by one. And KCG are playing a whole lot faster. But they've got to go back. Not a good touch. Techie's going to turn in number 2. And KCG have just dropped the ball. Hoosier Mama jumped early, was looking to hit that off the back wall, but absolutely miscalculated it. And you don't get a second chance from that position. Mach 10 have taken insurance and a goal desperately needed. How much pressure KCG is bringing against them. Techie, not a great touch there. It's a free shot, and that's a goal back for KCG. Techie had a lot more time than he thought he did. I would have loved to see him slow down and take it to the corner. Instead, he hits it off the back wall. Just a rash decision. Venomous Monkey recognizes that. KCG are right back in it. Mach 10, though, not done with scoring. Techie saved by Venomous Monkey off the back wall. And KCG searching for more offense. Gabe. Zeo will clear it out as... this one. Hoosier. Gwiz. Sidewall. No way he's got a second touch in him there. I was looking for net, I think, and he's still looking for the play. Going for some bumps! Gwiz with a phenomenal run. Leaves it right in front for Zeo Nation. I mean, just look at this. Even when you think the play is over, he's got another thing in it. And Mach 10, back up by 2. There is nobody that can slow them down. And KCG left asking, I mean, what can you do to answer that? Gwiz, off his own back wall. Zeo Nation will make sure that won't turn into a shot for KCG. Mach 10 just playing patiently, waiting. Whiz. Now he's got the dunk. KCG forced to wait out all the final seconds. Mach 10 have them beat once again. A much closer game too, but still Mach 10's win. Only one game away from their third straight sweep this season. I mean, Mach 10 have been on a roll since week 1. They're not done with that yet, and against a team like this, a team as good as KCG Team 7, and they're showing that, simply put, there may be nobody out there to beat them. I mean, we're heading to Game 3, and Mach 10 show no signs of slowing down. One game away from a third straight sweep in this season. Mach 10 have not just been undefeated this season, they have been unstoppable. I mean, you talk about the titans of a league. Mach 10 can't seem to lose. They're titans as... Oh, they're only going to get it off to a good start here, 16 seconds in. And somehow that ball just found the net. Techie was looking for the redirect and he got very close to hitting it too. It was Who's Your Mama who... I don't think was paying enough attention to where the ball was landing. And that's an own goal that Mach 10 will take gladly. But KCG, not done. Want more, that one. Nearly finding a tie game with that goal. Zeo Nation gets across. But KCG, once again, proving that their offense has been willing to produce as well. We just need to be able to find more, really take those chances, because, I mean, Mach 10 are. That's something that Mach 10 has done well. So Who's Your Mama going the wrong direction there. We'll get the save, but a concerning display here from Who's Your Mama. Not only has he own goal that first goal, but they also really contributed to a second one as Gwiz now. That's a great shot. Venomous Monkey keeps it out, but Techie at the follow-up. Saved away, double commit from KCG, but cutting across is Gabe 23-45. And Mach 10 need to start from the midfield. It won't take them too long to find the net, though. And yet another save from Gabe, and he'll turn this the other way. Zeo. Eki missing on this, but we'll just go across the other way. A little bit reckless, but won't prove to be too costly as Mach 10 back on offense as Gwiz, Techie. But the dribble as well, saved on the goal line. KCG. As long as this game is kept within 1, they always have that opportunity to side things up, to bring the momentum back their way. Mach 10, desperate for a second goal to really separate them from Krusty Crew Gaming. And what a huge opportunity this has got to be for them as Techie pinched across, kept up by Gabe, Wiz. Mach 10 back on the play as Who's Your Mama? Left in the midfield, Zeo Nation. Stopped by Gabe as KCG Team 7. Half the game left just to find one goal. But Mach 10 back up again, looking for number 2. Who's Your Mama blocks? Zeo Nation won't put it on target. And they've got to go back all over again. Mach 10 with a lot less... well, they haven't had much control in the midfield to start off with, but this game, that flipping of possession, much more prominent. As KCG hanging on to keep the series going, to be the first team to take just a game off of Mach 10. They've swept every opponent they've had so far this season. And they're looking to keep it that way. 2 minutes left. KCG Team 7 need to dig deep, need to find something. Techie off the back wall, no boost left. Just forced to send this one out towards Gabe. Zeo Nation gets the beat on the challenge. Mach 10 back on offense. Techie lofts it. Gwiz off the back wall. Who's Your Mama? Comes in for the 50-50. But Mach 10 still on it. Zeo Nation, free shots! Missed off the corner by KCG. And Zeo Nation gives his team the seconds. It was left in front. Gabe had time to challenge, but he missed it. Zeo Nation's not gonna let him get away with it. And Mach 10. Back with an insurance lead. And this is usually where things go from bad to worse for KCG. But Venomous Monkey! If it's given to him, he'll take it. Left waiting in the midfield. No one from Mach 10 jumped. KCG will throw one right back, cut the lead in half, and look to be back on their way. But Quiz, oh my goodness, Quiz! Saved by Gabe! KCG holding on with that incredible display of defense. But Mach 10 still looking to keep that ball for themselves. Techie, Quiz now. Not able to clear it ahead. Techie's out of position. Zeo Nation the only one back. No boost. Now he's got full. And he'll clear it out as Techie's still not back. But Quiz is clear. Will allow him time. Now, this one off the back wall. Techie. Not a lot of it, but enough to keep that ball away from KCG. But still, the team in orange fighting for that tie game. Left in front. Quiz not far. Venomous Monkey saved. Mach 10. Now they're the ones holding on. Looking to take the series right here. Less than 30 seconds left, KCG. And all it takes is one opportunity. But when will it come? Will it even come? Quiz fakes them out. Time wasted. Mach 10 up the field. Zeo Nation. Techie in front. Gets the bump. Saved away. Quiz. Saved by Who's Your Mama. Mach 10. Lofts this one. KCG, can they control? Gabe. Better keep it alive. Mach 10 though. To the corner. And will hopefully let this down to take the series in a sweep. Mach 10 stay undefeated. And for a team of this caliber, you can tell that the improvement they've had this season has been immense. They have been unstoppable so far in taking down KCG. Mach 10 with a 3-0 sweep. And for all of you Mach 10 fans, you'll be very happy with that. I mean, this team showing us that, simply put, it's been a great season for them. I mean, no questions about it. You talk about a team that's been, again, a titan of their division. Mach 10 have to be included. They have been a whole different force on the field. Of course, we've only been given one of our two series. As we are going to go to a break, but of course, before we do that, we are going to take a look at our schedule one more time. Again, one match left. It's Tenax Premier, the ATS RLSS Champions Cup 2 winners, taking on Evolve Storm. Both teams once again undefeated. It's Tenax Premier riding up the high that win in the Champions Cup must have given them. But of course, we're gonna go to a break. When we come back, we've got one more match this evening. One more match tonight. Welcome back to the sportiest stream, everyone. Hopefully all of you are doing well. Sorry for the very long break, but I promise you, it will be worth your wait. Tenax Premier, the ATS RLSS Champions Cup 2 winners, taking on Evolve, Storm, and of course, before we talk about this match, we gotta talk about what we just saw earlier. We just saw Mach 10 sweep KCG Team 7 in their Week 3 match to improve their record to 3-0. But for tonight, Tenax Premier Evolve Storm, this is actually their +1 match. Although this is going to be labeled as a Week 3 match, this is their +1 match, the match that they can play at any point during the season. Obviously, they're choosing to do it now, and both these teams are actually feeling relatively good. I would say feeling relatively good, although things are a little different. I did originally say both these teams were undefeated. That actually was wrong. My apologies. Evolve Storm are actually 1-1, I believe. So, where are they? I just found them. Where are they? Yeah, they're 1-1. They just lost to Evolve Spartans in a 3-0 sweep for their Week 3 match. While as for Tenax Premier, they have swept every single opponent they've had so far in all 3 weeks. That includes actually Evolve Spartans in Week 1, which is quite impressive for the Spartans being a team. Pyro Mystic, Shawarma, Verz, and Arlix, which is a very good team. They also swept Solaris Esports, which is not a bad team either, I don't believe. Of course, their last win was against N2N Legacy, so definitely proved themselves recently, although those last 2 wins, not nearly as impressive as that first one. Still, though, a very good team out of 10X Premier. Again, they just won the Champions Cup 2. They're probably they're one of the scariest teams in this second division. And I mean, it made up with the players that they have here. Waffle, Geo, and Mystic, and we're going to be seeing, and something that we saw out of this team when they won the Champions Cup that we're probably going to be seeing tonight are a lot of demos. This is a team that likes demos. This is a team that, you know, it's relatively surprising that they like demos, because it used to be in the past this team would never touch those things, but it's a relatively demo-heavy team, so we're going to get to see a lot of that, which will be quite exciting. Oh yeah, I can't wait to see all of that action, because it's gonna be a good match here. Tenax Premier Evolve Storm. Tenax again has swept every single opponent so far this season. We'll see if it stays that way. Probably not. I mean, at some point someone's gonna beat them, right? Evolve Storm are a good enough team. Their one win this season was against Lethal Esports, who are right now 0-2. So while we do get these teams in the lobby again, thank you all so much for being so supportive. Prediction poll is live, by the way. So you can go with the favorites in 10X Premier, hoping the undefeated teams stay undefeated team, or you could go for the upset win with Evolve Storm. See if the team that is now recovering off of a loss is able to actually recover. As again, we'll wait on them to join on in for this best of 5. Our last match of the night. It's going to be a good one. And I'm really happy to see 10X Premier again, because this is again a really fun team to watch. They're just so demo heavy, they're so scary to play against. Obviously on the other side though, it's Evolve, which themselves are an org that's been around for a very long time. They've been on the stream a lot. See how they do tonight though. It's going to be a tough run for them, because again, they're 1-1, but coming off a sweep loss to Evolve, to the other Evolve team, Evolve Spartans. There's actually 3 Evolve teams. No, we also, the other team being a team that we've already actually seen, which is Evolve Infinity. We saw only last week take on and lose to KCG Baja Blast. As these teams actually letting me know they're actually in already, so we're not even going to waste too much time. We're going to go into this early, because these teams want to, and because why not? Gives you guys a little, it gives you guys the match as early as possible, which I know a lot of people. Let's see us Hanjo KD, Main Man, and Slaternom coming into the match here. Part of the Evolve Storm side, which will be on the orange. 10X Premier, again, our Champions Cup 2 winners. As we actually are waiting here. As, there we go, everybody's in now. Apologies, I almost had a false start there, but it will be 10X Premier on the blue, Evolve Storm on the orange. Our final match of the evening. Tenax Premier are 3-0. The records are completely wrong. My apologies. Tenax Premier are 3-0 right now. Evolved Storm are 1-1. This is their +1 match. Although obviously it is taking place in week 3. Tenax, who just won the ATS RLSS Champions Cup 2, a $100 tournament made of the best teams from the Ascent Tournament Series and from the Rocket League Splash Series. This team used to go under the name of Incorrect White. Again, since then they've moved to Tenax, and they've only gotten better. With the addition of Mystic, he has been a hugely important player because he's so aggressive, loves to get the bumps, loves to get in the play of other players. You're going to be seeing him do that a lot, but Waffle right now, she's waiting back, will get the block on Honjo Katie. And it will be up to Tenax to get this one out. Not a very good touch from Mystic, but no shot incoming from Evolved Storm. And Mystic's going to have another one on this, as they'll look to keep the offense. Missed by Geo. Right now, Tenax Premier off to a very sloppy start. It's just not very controlled, not very calm from this team. They just look out of position as an open net for Honjo Katie. And Evolved Storm will strike first. As again, that Tenax Premier just feels really sluggish. A surprisingly mistake-prone team that generally doesn't find themselves making mistakes often. And Evolved Storm right now, I think, are feeling that pressure as Waffle won't get a piece of this. Geo now off the corner. Mystic turns away. Geo once again in action, but we need to see this Tenax Premier really play like Tenax Premier. That's a good start though. Waffle to the sidewall. Mystic! That shot just a bit too far to the right, and well, we'll set up another play for Tenax. They still haven't really put plays on that net. They really need to get there. As Honjo Katie bumped out Waffle. Mystic. Geo inch this one to the sidewall, and it is Tenax Premier who have an opening there. As thank you for the follow, ADDMD. Hopefully doing well. Thank you so much for showing support. Welcome to the Spuddiest stream as we've got Tenax Premier and Evolved Storm taking on each other. Tenax Premier, who we scored on for a second time. Their slow start has only gotten worse. As Honjo Katie with his second goal of the game. And Evolved Storm looking to take this undefeated team down. Again, the records that are displayed are incorrect. We'll fix that whenever we have time. As Tenax Premier right now are actually 3-0. Evolved Storm are 1-1 as Tenax Waffle set up for a Mystic open net. And Tenax Premier found their first of the series, and it comes from a great play from Waffle. Gets the bump on that last defender too. We mention Mystic so often for how he gets those bumps and demo plays working. But so much of those plays really come from Waffle, because you know she's not people don't expect her to get as many bumps and demos as Mystic, but oftentimes it's her who actually finds those openings because teams just aren't ready for it. As Mystic, oh what a great shot! This game has already tied things up, and for how bad of a start that Tenax Premier had, they've taken it back. As Mystic with a very powerful strike. He's scored both the goals for Tenax Premier so far this game. And now they'll look to advance to the lead. But Geo not able to get that dunk. Waffle waiting back. Knocked away by main man. Now Mystic. Slater Nom doesn't get there. Waffle! It's the lead for Tenax Premier. The captain makes her name known. I mean, she's already assisted on that first goal. Now she'll make sure this third one goes in. And Tenax Premier, from 2 goals down, have rallied back. Almost as if they still have a lot to say for themselves. As Mystic, Slater Nom. Actually a good shot too. Waffle, they'll get the block, but Evolved Storm doing all the fine creative chances, although that's not a great first touch from Honjo Katie. Slater Nom will get there, and Tenax Premier still on the attack. Mystic, Geo, not able to put it under the bar. And Tenax Premier forced to sit back. Mystic. Waffle beat by main man, but in comes Geo. And Tenax Premier still not done just yet. They want more. Mystic bumped out by Hanjo. Katie, main man, whiffed on it completely. And Tenax Premier continuing to force their way upfield as Geo. Only a block for Slater Nom as Evolve Storm quick to get this one out. And quick to use up that boost out of Tenax Premier in the midfield. Every play that Evolve Storm's bringing, it's up in the air, it's hard to reach. It's great. It's how you make it midfield really struggle to keep up. It's often the midfield's the one with the boost. Evolve Storm are taking it away from them. As that's in the midfield, free shot for Slater Nom, and the game's tied. Evolve Storm right back in it. This is a very fast pinch as well. It required fast reactions. Slater Nom got to it. Mystic didn't. And Evolve Storm are back with a tie game. Tenax Premier. Gotta find those. We'll have to find that goal back. Again, they swept every opponent so far this season. Will Evolve Storm be the first to give this team some troubles? Mystic. Geo waiting on it. Tenax Premier have midfield demo by Hanjo K just to get rid of Mystic. He doesn't want anything to do with him on offense, and for good reason. If Mystic gets in the play, things can get very tough. He's been consistent so far. As off a back wall, Waffle keeps it in field. Mystic got Geo waiting. We'll look for the pass. Geo jumped early. He could have waited. It would have been a great opportunity. Instead, we go to overtime. Tenax Premier, who had the lead for so long, now fighting to not lose this game. Hanjo Katie, Mystic, straight out to Slater Nom, but the shot's really not all that threatening as Waffle letting Hanjo Katie have this touch. It'll be Geo who will force out the clear as Mystic now going for the back wall. Mystic setting up Geo to take the game. Slater Nom up first. And Tenax Premier go again. Geo to commit. It's an open net the other way. Main man, not enough power. And Tenax Premier waiting. Oh, they can't wait too long. Here goes Slater Nom. That ends game one. And Evolve Storm doing what no team has done before against the Tenax Premier. They've taken a game off this side. For Tenax Premier, it was a sluggish start and a sluggish end. It was only in the middle of this game where it really felt like they got things together. Just slow from Tenax Premier. Really surprising for a team that is usually so forward-thinking. Again, that kind of pressure can absolutely break you down. Especially again when you're not playing as fast as you maybe should be. Tenax Premier do, though, have a coaches. Thank you for the follow as well there. Mellow Valley. Welcome to the Sweaty Stream. Thank you so much. As for Tenax Premier, just on them to actually get to a good start. They started off so slow. It was Evolve Storm who took those first two goals, and I mean, whenever you can take those early goals like that, you set yourself up to at least stay involved in the play. Tenax Premier really didn't take their opportunities and really didn't look like a full team, which is a big surprise for this group because they are usually so good at finding each other. Although for both these teams, Evolve Storm need this win a whole lot more. I mean, they're 1-1, the record's not great. Getting a win against anybody would be beneficial for them because you really want to have that winning record. You want to improve yourself, not go into this point in the season having failed to get wins. Though the Tenax Premier was a sluggish start in game one, they're not looking to start the same way in game two. And Mystic once again on the board. There are some demos thrown around the field as well. And Waffle, oh, you can see, oh, there goes Waffle. No wonder, she was the one who got the bumps there. And Tenax Premier will take an early lead. Now it's all about being able to play consistent with it. Which is rare for me to say about Tenax, but I made this team when they won that Champions Cup. Not have been any less consistent. I mean, they were ruthless on the field. They really were that best team on the day. There's no one that could really stop them either. Oh, but that's a mistake! Slaternom has tied the thing back up as Tenax Premier still these strange mistakes. As for Gio, that is a relatively routine touch for him. For whatever reason, Giofei's day has been terrible so far. He is not going to be feeling very happy because even in Game 1, he just felt very distant in Game 1. And in Game 2, that mistake is only going to make things worse for his team. As Tenax Premier, Philnathon want to find more chances. Waffle keeps it up high. It will be Anjo Katie. Tenax Premier, though, can still bring things back, although that's not a great touch from Waffle. Gio, oh, doesn't even get himself in the play there, and Tenax Premier again. I don't know what's happened with Gio. He just isn't playing like usual today. It's, you know, for being such a mechanical player on this team, really struggling to hold things together. And for Gio, you know, often what he does so well is what you don't see, but it's very evident right now. He's not having a good time. And Evolve Storm, they're playing like a unit. And Tenax Premier is struggling to keep up. Lead now in Evolve's favor. And for Tenax Premier, where's that consistency? Where's that emotion? Where's that energy that this team usually has so much of? It just isn't here right now. And with it being a best of 5, they do not have a lot of time to recover this. As Mystic in the midfield, Slaternoms with this one. It's Gio to the back wall, but main man quick to get rid of it. Tenax Premier already back on defense. No one in the midfield. And Evolve Storm. Oh, they should have taken this one, but a miss there. Gio will go for goal. And Evolve Storm back to playing on the back line. As Slaternom, who's been involved everywhere on defense, in the play again. As now Gio back to Waffle. Slaternom there as well, but main man will get the save. Tenax Premier again struggling to hold that midfield down. Mystic, Slaternom saves that one away, and Evolve Storm their chance to push up field. Main man Anjo Katie doesn't get a piece of this one, but Evolve already in the lead. Just looking to mess with Tenax Premier. Tenax, they're trying to find that consistency. They're trying to find that voice as Gio, back wall, saved away as 2 players jumped for it on Evolve Storm. Tenax, though, have an answer. I didn't know if Waffle was going to get that shot or not, but Tenax Premier will take it as main man and Slaternom both ran into each other. A giveaway, breakaway. Tenax Premier will take it. Evolve Storm. Oh, they're right back in it with Fury, though. They're bringing an emotion to this. The demos from Evolve just countering the demos that Tenax is so well known for. And we're seeing teams like Evolve coming in with this kind of passion to take these games. It just shows you how much this series matters to them. They're putting their energy behind it. They're putting their everything behind it. And Tenax Premier, they really, on the other side of the field, are not. And there's a very clear difference. Another tight game. This could, once again, come down to the wires, but Evolve Storm have control here. Gio will not let a shot come through as Mystic clears it out. Whiffed on by Anjo Katie. Mystic again. Bouncing off the back wall. Main man able to get the 50 on Gio. Tenax Premier playing for themselves. Mystic off the bar. It was a great opportunity. Anjo has no boost left. But Evolve Storm will get rid of that pressure. Now Slaternom left in the midfield. Gio Clears it back and now an open chance for Geo. Leaves it. Mystic! Goal! And even with them not playing at full strength, at full power, Tenax Premier is still getting the job done in one way or another. It may not be consistent, it may not be pretty, but if they can keep this going, they can get wins. That's really all that matters for these top tier teams. That's what shows these teams as top tier. I always mention top tier teams are teams that can win, even when they're not playing their best. Tenax Premier clearly are not playing at their best from what we've seen out of them before. And yet they're still trying to find ways to get wins. As of all Storm, just looking for an answer late. Slater who's been clutch on the offense so far, flicks it downfield. Geo keeps out main man, Anjo Katie. Kicked out away by Geo. And the time will run out for Evolve Storm. Can they keep it alive? Slater unable to do so. Tenax Premier have taken a game back. And right now, it still feels like a sluggish performance out of Tenax Premier, but again, they're just trying to get wins by any means possible. Definitely a little bit of a struggle to get wins, but they're fighting their way to get there. Again, just trying to get things sorted out. We're going to go into Game 3 in just a moment. Give me a moment here. Apologies there, everyone. I'm back. Sorry about that. We're back. Had to talk with someone. But we're all good to go here. We're back in for Game 3. Tenax Premier. I've answered back. But it's Evolve Storm looking to keep things alive. We're looking to keep the team alive. That's a perfect response from last game. 11 seconds gone and Evolve Storm already putting on that pressure. That's what you need to see from them. A goal this quickly could only do good things for them. Slater Oh, I thought for a second I was going to go for the shot there, but instead went for the outward pass. I would have. It was a bit surprising for me as Geo on the other side of the field. It was a whiff in the midfield, and for whatever reason, neither of the players in Evolve Storm actually had control of this. And Geo just kind of got his chance to shoot at it. He won't be complaining. As off the back wall, Slater unable to collect. Still for Mystic, main man. Clears this one away. Slater Waffle. And Tenax Premier. Oh, it's a great demo though, and the net's open for main man. Evolve Storm. Back to their demos. And they're working. Whether you like them or not, they're working. Slater Geo. Pinch this one wide. Still Geo. Tenax Premier. At this point, starting to run into each other a little bit. And the pressure's really there. Evolve Storm would love to take down this team. As Tenax left in the midfield. Mystic already up there. But it will be kept out as Geo again. Oh, he's completely whiffed this one. And Tenax Premier not going to be happy right now. It just feels awkward for them. As they're all, again, running into each other at this point. Slater shot. Waffle can only get a small piece of it. Main man Cleared away by Mystic, Demo in the midfield. And a lot of open space for Evolve Storm to work with. Demoed out. Tenax Premier, still on it. Waffle, dunked out by Hanjo Katie. And Tenax Premier, gonna stay with the ball as Slater Nom's shot. Kept out easily by Mystic, but Evolve Storm have more of that comes from as a demo from Slater Nom. Waffle, back in by Main Man, and Evolve Storm up to the back wall, but they're not going to be beating Tenax Premier. In fact, they whiffed on it in the midfield. Space for Waffle to work with. She's got room. Gets past one. Waffle past two. Bumps up the third. Waffle all by herself. And Tenax Premier better be thanking their captain. A 1v3. Oh, to just take the goal. Tenax Premier even the game in spectacular fashion. Tenax looking for more direction. Even though this isn't a must-win, you really do feel like it's a must-win for, at least for Tenax Premier's sake. A team that seems so low on energy, having the lead in the series might be what they need. Waffle not able to set up a teammate as Tenax Premier once again sitting all the way back. Mystic. It's a piece of Main Man, but not of the ball. Waffle will get the first block. Hanjo Katie. Geo whiffed on it. In comes Main Man. Waffle's whiff too. Mystic just gets enough on it. It was actually going to go in at it. Been on target. Tenax Premier. Man, things are getting tough for them. Things are getting risky as well. But at least for them, I guess, in their own imaginations, they're holding things down. Mystic battles around that back corner. Tenax Premier just waiting, but it's Hanjo Katie. Geo, Mystic could have been bumped out of that play as well. Would have opened up so much opportunity for Evolve Storm. Instead, Evolve will go for themselves. Main Man not able to get any third touch on the ball. And Tenax Premier right back in offense. Mystic unable to get through Hanjo Katie. Geo using it for Waffle. That could have been a great chance, but off the back post. Slid it on mistouch. It's open for Geo. A gift for Tenax Premier. As it was Slater Nom who had no business making that play. Had he left it, there would have been no doubt that ball would have landed in the corner and not much would have been made of it. Instead of Evolve Storm have given Tenax Premier the open net. And I don't think, and for Tenax Premier, I mean, it's been a rough game for them. It's been a rough series. They need everything they can get. As Geo now looking for yet another play. It's Waffle. That pinch going the wrong direction. Mystic can't get there. Waffle took far too long, was far too hesitant. And when you wait like that, bad things are bound to happen. A tie game on strange circumstances. And those mistakes from Tenax Premier, as prevalent as they are, have been costly for them just the same. As Geo gonna set up some offense here. Waffle and not going to get that touch, and it should be cleared away here, but miscommunication for Evolve Storm. Mystic leaving it. Geo not on target. Waffle coming in. That one is top right corner. And she's made up for her earlier mistake. Tenax Premier. They're holding on. And they're staying in the play. With 12 seconds left, all I gotta do is keep Evolve Storm away from offense. Waffle looking for yet another chance. A bump on. Main Man rushed in to keep the play going. As Hanjo Katie cleared down. Tenax Premier have advanced to match point. A bit of a better game from Tenax as well. Still A lot more of mistakes on defense, but even then, the offense looked better, the communication looked a little bit better. It's little steps right now for Tenax Premier that are getting them these advantages, these small advantages, but it's all they need to win series. And in week 3, with Tenax Premier trying to stay undefeated, they're in a good position to take the series. Once again, though, taking a long time in between games. I have to think that they'd be talking with the coach at this point in Saturn. Wonder what he's talking about at this point. I mean, you always wonder what the coach is talking about, but I have to think a lot of what we're seeing here is probably what he's seeing as well. The next Premier just aren't fully together. It just feels like they may be on a slower day, but getting wins is getting wins. And a player that specifically stepped up this game was Waffle. I mean, she needs to step up for this team. We've seen Mystic step up. We need to see Waffle step up, and maybe along with them, Gio, if he can kind of find a little bit of success for himself. You'd expect Tenax Premier to be successful. If all these players can put in their work, well, they were successful in Game 3, now only one win away from taking the series, from staying undefeated. It has been anything but a pretty night for Tenax Premier. They're just looking to have it end before we even have the chance of Champions Field as Waffle off the pass from Mystic, now looking at the plays in field. Slaternom jumped early. He's still gonna touch on this Mystic. Only getting a little bit of this one, and Evolve Storm back on offense. Slaternom whiffed it. Main man can't get there either. Tenax. Again, looking to try to keep things calm, slow the play down. Gonna play at their own pace as Mystic looking for that pinch, but with no one waiting in the midfield, it'll actually go all the way out back to Waffle. Tenax Premier, one of the big struggles so far this series has been that midfield. They've been very passive in that midfield. And a good amount of more passive, lenient decision-making from them. I understand why, obviously, they don't want to give up goals to a team that, I mean, has been scoring a lot of goals off mistakes, but I want to see Tenax Premier at least take a few more risks on that midfield. Be willing to have that third player challenge up, especially if they know players are going to be back with them. That might be the problem so far, is that they haven't had players rotate back nearly as quickly as they wanted them to. The midfield hasn't been able to really breathe because of it, as Gio now, that's a good first chance. Waffle unable to get the shot. And Evolve Storm will clear this one out. Tenax Premier already waiting on defense is Gio. Using a whole lot of boost just to get out of defense. Now Waffle trying to keep things going. Slaternom demoed away. In comes Mystic. That one bouncing off the post. As Gio now, his chance. Gio can score from here, but that second touch only sets up the shot. Saved by Hanjo Katie. Mystic now to go. Evolve Storm continue to defend their back lines. Tenax Premier is still looking for that first lead. Mystic. Oh, it's an own goal! It's gone in Evolve Storm's net! Tenax Premier will take the first lead, but it was not as they expected to. Main man with a slinger to the top right corner. Unfortunately, that's his own goal. And Tenax Premier with a lot of time now to look to hold this lead, but a lead nonetheless as Waffle Mystic could not get the bump on Hanjo Katie. In fact, he's got a lot of boost to work with here. Hanjo Katie may have another one on the end of this. Mystic quick to turn on it. Slaternom. Waffle to, again, slow things down here. At this point for Tenax Premier, their relatively relaxed pace should actually benefit them in taking away time. As Gio, with no boost, he is finding his way past far more players than I'd expect him to. As Evolve Storm just trying to fight their way back. They really can't afford to have a losing record. Slaternom to the back wall. Hanjo Katie could have shot there. Would have liked to see a little bit more quality on that play. He's missed his opportunity. They're not going to get that one back. As Tenax Premier Already back on offense as Mystic bumped into this by Geo as a pool clearance. Storm quick to take advantage of the double commit. As Tenax Premier with another one here. This time it's pinched. Main man. Nobody back. Wait, where was the defense? Where was the goalkeeper? Mystic. Caught in no man's land. I don't know where he's going. He must have thought someone was going to be there behind him, but no one was close to him there. And Evolve Storm with a goal that I don't even think they believe they could. That came so easily for them. And so far this game, it's been Evolve Storm who have scored both the goals so far. And Tenax Premier, who once again are struggling to not be making these costly errors on the defensive side, as Geo just trying to find some sort of success on offense. He's gotten past one player. Now he's gotten through two. Demo in front. Waffle deleted. Mystic keeps going. This one in front, but cleared away. Geo will back pass. Waffle already up for it. She's been probably the most consistent player so far this match and this series as a whole. Tenax Premier have been much more reliant on Waffle nearing the end of this series. And Slater Nom, Waffle again, setting up the midfield. Forced Hanjo Katie to jump early as well. This is Tenax Premier's time to find that goal, but instead, they almost found one against them. Zavala Storm nearly snuck in a free one there as Slater Nom taking it back. Full tank of boost as well, but only one touch to make. Mystic jumping in. Tenax Premier willing to take more risks now, and that's what I said about that third player. If they can take risks, good things will happen! As Waffle, with probably the best thing so far for Tenax Premier. 6 seconds remain, an errant touch from Slater Nom. Waffle striking through. And Tenax Premier on the verge of a series win. Waffle clears it away. Time has run out. And so too have the opportunities. Tenax Premier take the series and stay undefeated. Their record improves to 4-0. Well, Storm, the first team to take a game off of Tenax Premier, but as I said already, the best teams in this league are going to be the ones that can win, even when they're not playing at their best. We've seen Tenax Premier before. That was definitely not their best performance, and yet they found ways to win. The record improves. Tenax Premier have got to be happy about that one. Fortunately for Evolve Storm, their season has only gotten tougher now. Their record down to 1-2, which is a losing record. And they'll be feeling the pressure as we're gonna get to chat with them and Tenax Premier afterwards just a little bit. But that is the marking of the end of our night. As joining us here right now is Waffle. Welcome in, Waffle. Not the best performance out of Tenax Premier, but the best teams, as I said already, are the teams that win. Even in tough situations, you have to take up against an Evolve Storm that really brought the fight to you in Game 1. But how are you feeling now? You've been able to turn things around. Tenax Premier, we're able to take on that adversity.
We're feeling good. The big thing is it shows that, like, even with the results of individual games, with the results of series, all of the teams here are really close, and anyone can win at any point in time. We've been winning tournaments recently, and we're losing games. We are still losing. Nobody is perfect in these leagues. That's like the biggest thing to take out of this, I'd say.
Definitely, right. And for Tenax Premier, you mentioned again, you've won tournaments already. I was mentioning you guys as the ATS RLSS Champions Cup 2 winners, but ever since then, people have been looking out for you guys, have been looking to take you on, take you guys down. Do you feel that kind of pressure that everybody else is kind of looking at you, looking at your team's performance?
Not really. We're doing a pretty good job of just focusing in and just letting us improve and focusing on our game. We're not thinking too much about what other teams are doing. We're mainly just focusing on improving ourselves and always getting better. We're always looking to take it to that next step, take it to the next like rank range. We've been playing in a lot of GC1, GC2 tournaments. We're about to be in ATS, playing in a GC2, GC3 league. Like we're preparing to push to the next step.
And that's the fun thing as well for you guys, that even with you guys winning, you're not one of those teams that sticks around. You always make sure you improve, and that's the fun part about this one. But for a series as tough as this, you know, if also the first team to take a game off you guys this season, we never get to talk too much about Saturn's influence, and sometimes I even forget to list him on the roster. But talk to me about like Coach Saturn, about his influence, you know, at least for tonight when you guys took on a Volstorm, because I'm sure he probably talked to you guys a little bit after game one, and that kind of turned things around for you guys.
So, funnily enough, Saturn was busy tonight,
Oh, he
so
was.
we did not have him for tonight's match, and
Oh,
that might have caused some of the issues. But at the end of the day, this shows that it's not Saturn that is giving us wins; he's just helping us. Like he is kind of part of the roster. He is like the brains of the roster, but at the same time, the roster is still here to play our game. We still have like he's not the mastermind of the operation. He's not like some genius. He's really smart. He has fantastic ideas. He is an amazing coach. Like no disrespect to him, but like at the end of the day, we're still the players and we are able to play on our own.
well, that's always kind of a fun, interesting. Well, if it wasn't Saturn, then I thought honestly you guys taking that time in between talking with Saturn. But who was it then that kind of stepped up tonight, or who in general steps up for this team oftentimes to take that kind of duty, or was it just the team effort to really bring things together?
I'd say team effort. One thing we really have been working on, especially in this past like month or two, is like opening up all of our like brains. Because kind of towards the start of the summer, it was a lot of Saturn talking and a lot of Saturn's ideas. And more recently, we've been opening up. We're all open, like fully open to criticism from each other. Like we're all perfectly happy to listen to each other's ideas. We all have our individual ideas and we're all willing to give each other's ideas a shot. And I think that's a big thing that happened tonight was after that game one, we were able to just talk it through. It's not always Saturn that's taking that minute in between games. We kind of just do it as a team and we're all willing to talk. I think it's Gio joining us.
Yeah,
Yo,
hello,
what's
Gio.
up?
I know Gio
Hey,
wanted
how
to
are
join
you
on
doing?
in. I know you wanted to join on in, Gio. I saw your message. I
Oh,
was like, "Where is Gio?" Oh, he's not here. Well, welcome in as well, Gio. Uh, Again, good timing. Your team now staying undefeated. I know you're a relatively confident player here, and again, even with that win, even with this win, you know, as you guys know, or at least hopefully should know, your next 2 weeks are bye weeks. So you got, am I right? That's yeah, I'm correct. Yeah, your
yes.
next 2 weeks
Yeah.
are bye weeks. You got one match left this season against Lethal Esports as well. So it's a weird season, and there's a lot of bye weeks for these teams.
Yeah.
Means you guys have a lot of time off, a lot of time to talk things. What is this team going to do during those weeks? Because I have a feeling, knowing you guys, knowing your work ethic, you're going to be doing something productive during that time.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna want to still stay on top of scrims and stuff, and make sure we're getting a decent amount of scrims a week and stuff. But then also just playing on our own, like playing ranked, or maybe just like queuing with each other and all that. But just make sure that we're staying on top of the game and that we're playing to improve, and we're not just playing to play. Like we want to get out of something out of it every time we play.
Yeah.
As if you guys heard that, that's thunder. I think it's storming outside. Oh no!
Eh,
Ooh.
But I hope the power doesn't go out. Oh dear.
Oh, that would be crazy.
By the way, if everybody here, if you guys suddenly don't hear me, you know why. There's a storm outside. I think people heard that. Chad, did you guys hear that thunder? I think someone that was loud. Goodness. But apologies for that. But again, congrats on your win. Nonetheless, your record improves to 4-0. Again, you got one team left this season. Again, hopefully you guys are willing to continue to do this, going to the playoffs, and maybe even win another tournament. But you got to talk about it as well. As this team improving Waffle. I mean, what's it like being able to kind of advance that next division? It's always a really interesting time for teams to do that. As well, to advance that next division. It's always a weird kind of state of limbo. How do you adapt? But obviously, you're confident in this team to do it. Kind of, what's your hope for this team going into those tougher divisions in the future?
Just improvement. Always improvement. The three of us are all willing to put in the effort and get better. And just like a steady stream of improvement is all I really need. Like that's all we need to see. Like as long as we are not just even if we are constantly like if we could go 0-20 in series. Like, of course,
0 and
over the
21.
course of, okay, you didn't have to bring that up, Gio. We could go like 0-20 in series across like 4 different leagues, as long as we are like as long as we start at like a sweep and work our way up to like 3-2s towards the end. That is improvement, and that is all that we really need. We need, like, no matter what, we're always going to be pushing.
That's one of the fun things about the next Premier. You guys may be winning a lot, but as a team, you're continuing to improve, which is always what I love to see. Again, thank you so much for joining me, Gio and Waffle. Congrats on your win. Congrats on staying undefeated as well. A very tough series for you all. But like it was one that you just need to kind of work yourself into, grow into, and eventually you prove that this Tenax Premier team still is, still is a very, very good team. Still is a team that can win everything at this point. But again, congrats on your win. Before you guys leave, we gotta get some shoutouts here. So let's start with Gio. You have any shoutouts? Anything you want to say?
Shout out to the org that's been supporting us. They've been doing some really cool stuff behind the scenes, and just like helping us throughout these leagues and all that. And also shout out to my teammates, Mystic and Waffle. Genuinely, I think they are for sure the best teammates I have ever had. There's just a lot of love to them.
And Waffle, would you love to add to that?
Big shouts to Mystic. He has played today's and yesterday's series with a really bad ear infection. He cannot hear out of his right ear right now.
Yeah, I don't know how he's doing this. Bro, he's crazy.
He is just pushing through the pain, and like he's pushed out 2 series back to back days.
That's what I'm saying. Even with the next member, maybe not playing at full strength, they somehow find ways to win. Tonight was a solid performance in terms of what you guys had to face. That's for sure. It may not have looked the prettiest, but I mean, Tenax Premier, you get wins nonetheless. That's really all that you're looking for at this point. Improvement and continuing to find those wins. Thank you so much for joining Waffle and Gio. And by the way, tell Mystic I wish him well in his recovery from his infection. And thank you so much for joining. Have an amazing rest of your night.
Yep. Thanks for casting, Sporty.
Didn't even know he had an ear infection. My goodness, Mystic played well that series, considering he had an ear infection. Well, for all of you out there, it's been a great night of action. Once again, our doubleheader. We haven't had one of these in a really long time. I can feel it too. But it's been a great night. Thank you all so much for being so supportive of this stream. But from me to you, had a great night. Mach 10 with a 3-0 win. Tenax Premier with a 3-1 win. But that's it from me. Thank you all so much for joining the stream here. We're gonna find a raid here at some point. Who's live right now that I like to raid? Let's go raid here. Thank you all so much for showing your support to the Sportiest stream. Actually, whoopsies, my apologies. We're gonna try that again here. We're gonna find someone who's live right now. It is. Let's go here. Again, thank you so much for being so supportive, for joining in on this stream for tonight. We've got some incredible stuff over the weekend, a ton of grand finals. From me to you, thank you all so much. Have an amazing rest of your evening. Take care, be well, and from me, Sporty FC, we'll see you all again very, very soon.